Okay. Hi everyone, it's Global Scholarships and I'm your host Az, and I'm here joined by Eamon. Hi Eamon, how are you? How are things going?
Hi, yes, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Last week I was a little sick, so I couldn't do the live stream. Sorry guys, if you are here waiting for the live stream. Sorry for that, but today we are here. If you're new, we do this every Friday. We go through today, we're going to do that too. We go through five scholarships that I pick for that week. So we're going to go through those to give you some information about what are the scholarships. But if at any point you have any questions about anything, it could be about the scholarship, about any other scholarship, any other school, or in general just about studying abroad, just feel free to ask them in the chat and we'll do our best to answer them for you. You don't have to wait for me to finish what I'm talking about. Just ask them and we'll do our best to answer them for you. So let's let's start with our first scholarship of the day. Right, Eamon? Okay.
Yep.
So the first one is William Randolph Hearst Endowed Scholarship at Belmont University. This is for bachelor students. It's full funding. There are no specific nationalities or specific subjects. We have five recipients. It's in at Belmont University. It's in United States. It's a small school comparatively. There are seven different scholarships. Hang on, let me see one thing. You can hear me, right? There is no problem about the. All right, so everything looks good. So yeah, this is in United States. We have seven different scholarships in this school. Let's just see where the school is first, I guess, to get more information about where it is, what kind of school it is. Yeah, you can see here. If you want to study in the United States, it's kind of not very old, but still a kind of an old, like I believe, like more than 100 years old. So yeah, if you're interested in studying in the United States, it might be a good pick for you. And as you can see, we have deadlines here. If you want more information about the application process, you can just click here and go and see the application page, like deadline and etc. The whole thing. And we have deadlines here. We have the tuition fees. As you can see, it's about $40,000 for bachelor's. And then we have all the scholarships here. Now, today we're going to talk about William Randolph Hearst Endowed Scholarship. Now, this scholarship covers your tuition fees, your room and boarding, accommodations. It covers your books and additional fees. It doesn't give you a living stipend, but other than living stipend, it takes care of everything. So, and there are no specific eligibility criteria. Just need to be an international bachelor student or applicant of Belmont University. And right here, under the specific eligibility criteria, we have these links. Now, this link will take you to the university's website. Here you can see, you can get more information about these scholarships. For example, we have scholarship eligibility. Like this is for undergraduate students, so I'm going to click on undergrad first year students. But if you want to see like graduate scholarships or for scholarships for transfer students, you can just click on those. I'm going to click undergrad first year. As you can see, we have first tuition fees and like estimated costs, like residence hall, meal plan. We have the total estimated cost, and as you can see, a lot of that is just tuition fees because it's like in American schools, it's just that the pretty much the most of your expenses will be just tuition fees, and then we have different financial aids, first year student aid, and etc. Competitive scholarships. And hang on, uh, just hang on, let me see. They kind of put it somewhere a little difficult to find. Let me apply for scholarships and grants. No. Mm,
Um, it's at competitive scholarships house. So it's
so
on the
hang on.
international students page, not on
Oh,
the
here, here. I think I found it here. Scholarships, William Randolph Hearst Endowed
Yeah.
scholarships. One scholarship covering full tuition, as you can see. It pretty much covers like everything other than the living stipend. So it covers every like tuition, room, boarding, etc. And as you can see, it's given to 5 students. And you can get more information about the application. There's no application process for this one. So it's kind of quite straightforward, and it covers anything but living stipend. Do you have anything you want to add, Eamon? Or just let me share a link,
Yeah,
by the way.
it's something I mentioned last week. Basically, at a certain point, we considered scholarships for undergraduate students that cover both tuition fees and accommodation fees to be fully funded. We have since revisited this definition. We don't think it's the most accurate.
Mhm.
So for now, I wouldn't think that we wouldn't consider this to be fully funded, but rather a full tuition scholarship. So unless a scholarship covers tuition fees, we can't really deem it as a fully funded one.
I see. Okay. So this is going to be updated, guys. So, but yeah, that's like other than that, it's pretty much the what we talked about. So it's we have 2 scholarships in United States for bachelor students today. This is the first one, and the other I'm gonna get to in a minute. But if you have any points, at any point you have any questions, just feel free to ask them. And seeing there are no questions, I will move on to our second scholarship, which is also again for bachelor students in USA. This is Thomas M. Ryan Scholars Program at University of Rhode Island. Now this is again full funding. Uh, it covers all nationalities, all subjects. This is for bachelor students. It covers, as you can see, tuition, fees, housing, dining, and books. And sorry, and now this, I think we talked about one of the other scholarships in Rhode Island, which we'll see. But one great thing about the scholarships in Rhode Island, this one and the other one, is that like they give you more opportunities to see like global winter travel and other programs, other like leadership institutes, like a lot of opportunities to make like networking, connect with other people, meet new people. So I would really advise you not to see these just as financial aids, but also like ways to connect to more people if you want to study, sorry, if you want to work in the United States afterwards. So this gives more than just the tuition fees and etc. It doesn't give you a living stipend, which is again like you have to finance that yourself. But like tuition fees are usually in the United States the largest portion of the your estimated total cost, estimated total expenditure. So yeah, this covers that. Now this is in University of Rhode Island. It's a very well-known university. It has 5 scholarships. You can get more information about the application process by clicking here. We have the deadlines in our page. We have the tuition fees. As you can see, this is around $35,000. And then you can see the scholarships here. Also, if you want to know where the school is, it's in the East Coast, in Kingston. So yeah, you can get more information about the website of the university. It's quite similar to a lot of other universities in the United States. Like as you can see, sports are quite important for them, and etc. And yeah, this is the school basically. Now, for the scholarship, there are no specific eligibility criteria. It can be like any nationality, any subject. You just need to be an international bachelor student. And by clicking here, we can get more information. Well, I'm saying you can get more information, but there are not a lot of information about scholarship in their page. So as you can see, this is the general information about the scholarships, and then we have Thomas M. Ryan Scholars. As you can see, this is the recipients. This is from alumni, by the way. So this Tom and Kathy Ryan, these people are the ones giving the scholarship, and we have the recipients here. Now this one, Alfred Parachia Business Scholars, we've done that before. in our prior live streams. So yeah, this is the one. If you want to get more information about these people, you can just click here to see them, to learn more about them, the alumni who decided to give people scholarships. Other than that, this is basically it. There is no specific separate application, like you will be automatically considered for the scholarship. So yeah, that's it. It covers tuition fees, it covers room, boarding, etc., books, dining, whatever, just not the living stipend. So yeah, that's it. Eamon, do you have anything you want to add to this one?
As far as this scholarship, not really. I think, yeah, it's a very simple one. There's nothing to add. I, however, see two questions on YouTube that
Yes,
we
yes.
can answer.
So one of our viewers
Um,
asked, I'm sorry, do you want me to read it out loud for our viewers on Facebook?
yeah, of course, of course. Yeah.
They say, could you tell us about the Columbia University financial aid, which is fully funded? Does financial aid have any effect on the standards students while studying? For example, are there any restrictions on them? So, Eamon, do you want to answer that?
Um, yes. So, as far as I know, for undergraduate students, the university, so Columbia University is a need-blind university. Basically, upon admission, they don't really care about your financial situation. They will cover everything, so they will cover anything that you can't do yourself. You will submit your financial situation, and then they look into that, and anything you can't cover yourself, they will. Um, so I would say that anyone who thinks about applying to Columbia, so if they think they can get admitted, that's it. They will get the financial need they require. This is for undergraduate students. I don't know how it is for graduate students. Um, concern is the second question. I don't think it makes any sense for the university to impose any kind of restrictions on students who receive financial aid because they themselves say that we cover everything if you get admitted. So they don't mention anything about any restrictions.
Okay, thank you, Eamon. So, by the way, guys, of course, we are here to answer questions, but also we have a new search tool that you can use in our website. You can just go to globalscholarships.com and you want to learn more about the Columbia University, right? You can just type here Columbia University, click here, and boom, you're at the page we have about Columbia University. You can get all the information you need from here, like the population, number of scholarships, and you want to learn about, well, let's say, need-based financial aid. You can just click here, scholarship page, and then you have the information here, all the information you need. It's an extremely easy tool to use. It's very convenient. So if you have any questions that you cannot ask us, like cannot be here for that, it's just a very simple tool to use to find whatever scholarship you need, whatever information you need about any school or any just about any scholarship in general. You can just come here, globalscholarships.com. Actually, let me put that link in chat. Just you can come here and type down anything. Just like, for example, University of Bologna. Just boom, you're there. All the necessary information, all the scholarships are here, everything's pretty much here. Okay, so it's a very good tool. I really strongly advise you to use it. Okay, other than that, we have no other questions, so I will move on to our third scholarship. Let's see. Hang on. All right, so this is University Scholarship at Guangzhou University. It's for bachelor's, master's, and PhD students. It's full funding. There are no specific nationalities or subjects for this one. It covers, as you can see, tuition fees, campus dormitory fees, insurance fees, and as you can see, it has also a living stipend. I'm not sure, but never mind. So it's full funding. As you can see, it covers pretty much everything. I'm not sure if this will be enough for you to live on its own, but maybe you can find like a part-time job or etc. to like lighten your financial burden a little further. About the school, you can go click here to learn more about the school. As you can see, this is the case for a lot of Chinese schools. They just have one simple, comprehensive scholarship that covers that is available for most students, like regardless of the degree. It has 40,000 students. We have the deadlines here, and as you can see, we have the tuition fees. Now, this is like 19,000 Chinese ones, but if you don't know what that means, you can just see here it's about 3,000 United States dollars. And this covers your tuition. And as you can see, this is like it gives you something around that for like a year, more than that, I guess, more than a little bit more than that as a living stipend for bachelor's and master's students, and more than that for doctoral students. So as you can see, there are no specific eligibility criteria for this one. Just need to be an international bachelor's, master's, or PhD student. And you can click here to see the university page. But unfortunately, there aren't a lot of information here too. I don't know Chinese. If you know Chinese, that would, I guess, help you. Um, but yeah, here we have these ones. But like pretty much the entire information you need is in our page. And as you can see, there are no separate application to, like if you apply to the school, you are just also automatically considered for this scholarship. So there isn't a lot of things that you have to go through. So if you want to study in China and study in this specific school, you will be automatically considered for this one. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I wish I could give you more information about this one, but the school doesn't have an English page for this. I'm not even sure how did we get this information anyway. So, Ayman, do you want to add anything for this scholarship?
Um, hello. Can you hear me, Ross?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, all right. So just a little comment on the stipend. As you mentioned, students would probably need to find a part-time job, especially bachelor's and master's students.
Hmm.
The average cost of living in China is estimated at around 4,000, which is
Right.
double uh, the amount they're providing. So I think doctoral students would be fine. But as far as bachelor's, master's students, they would probably need additional funding. Either uh, they bring that with them from their home country through savings, or they find a part-time job to cover the rest. Uh, the scholarship covers accommodation fees, which is good, but it does not really cover the full cost of living in China.
That's true. Although one like uh, good news about this one, I guess, the rest of the living expenses you have to cover is not extremely high. For example, if this was the case for, let's say, United States or Switzerland, the other half of the living expenses that you would have to cover by yourselves, your savings, maybe from people from your family, it would be way more difficult than this one, I guess. So this is because it's China, it's not terribly expensive. So I guess it's kind of a little easier to cover by yourself. But yeah, you would, especially if you're a bachelor's or master's student, you would have to cover the other maybe half of that. So yeah, that's
Hmm.
it. If you
Yeah,
have any
so
questions, guys, feel free to ask them whenever. You don't have to wait for me to finish what I'm talking about. So yeah, we do not have any questions, so I'm gonna move on to my favorite scholarship of the day, which is excellent scholarships at University of Milan. I really like scholarships and schools in Italy. So this is for masters. It's partial funding, but we'll see that. There are no specific nationalities, no specific subjects. It's given to 155 people. That is a lot, even though university is quite kind of crowded, like 60,000 people. It's still 155. But we'll get to that. Not everyone gets these. Some people get tuition fee exemptions, and some people also get on top of that, like 55 of them get a 6,000 award. I believe this is just a one-time thing, but like a normal master's education is about like 2 years, so it quite, I guess it helps quite a bit. Um, like the school, if you don't know, it's in Milan or Milano. I'm not sure which one do you prefer. It's not a very old school, like compared to other ones that we've done, like University of Bologna or University of Padua. But it's kind of more a modern school, but it has some great alumni. For example, like a lot of the politicians and prime ministers, ministers, and etc. So it's a very good school, and as you can see, we have more information here. You can learn more just by clicking here to about application process. We have deadlines. We have, as you can see, tuition fees are quite affordable, even though the scholarship covers them. And then we have some other scholarships as well, but today we're seeing excellent scholarships. So this scholarship, again, for 100 people, it just covers tuition fees. For 55 more, it not only covers tuition fees, but also a 6,000 award, 6,000 euros award. And now applicants must be international students with most impressive applications. So yeah, your application kind of counts in this. So you can click here to learn more about the scholarship. As you can see, and gone. Just trying to figure out if I'm human. Yeah, okay, that's it. So as you can see, this is pretty much it. You don't have to apply. Just beneficiaries will receive a formal email confirming the grant. So yeah, if you want to study in Italy, it's a very good school. And if you want to study here, now for like Italy, tuition fees are not usually that extremely high, but living kind of can be quite expensive, a bit like specific, especially depending on where you live. And Milan, I don't think one of the most affordable places in Italy. So this 6,000 euro living stipend kind of is good, but if not, like you have at least get rid of your tuition fees. But I think you would still need a plan to finance your education, like to cover your cost of living here. I really think you would have to have a plan for that. Also, I'm not sure, but Ayman, correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't be um, classified as a full scholarship. I'm not sure about like should be
no, it
partial.
shouldn't. So it is, so it shouldn't be partial funding. It should be full
Right.
tuition,
Yes.
because it covers tuition fees. But I have to check that. The other part is that it's not fully funded because the
Yes.
6,000 euro is not a living stipend. It's a one-time award. So you get the scholarship, you get a one-time award of
Yeah.
6,000. That's it. You don't get that every single month.
Right. Also,
Uh,
it's just like a third of people gets that, so I guess it should be counted as full tuition.
yes. So I'll have to check the link
Right.
for the scholarship
Hang
itself.
on, let me share it. I keep forgetting that. Sorry. So yeah, any other notes about the scholarship or about the university?
Sorry?
Do you have any other notes about the scholarship or the university?
Um, Not really. So that was the point I was gonna make when um you said that it was a living stipend. So it's not. It's a one-time
Oh,
award.
sorry. Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, um, yeah. So that's why we didn't consider it to be a full
Hmm.
tuition as well. So because it's not tuition fees, but rather all-inclusive tuition, which just includes anything other than the tuition fees. So, for example, the books, the supplies, uh, all these things, but not the tuition itself. So that's why it says all-inclusive. So
Oh, I see. So when it says
yeah, so
tuition fee exemptions, but it's all inclusive, does it mean it doesn't cover the tuition fees?
That's what it seems like because it says exemption from the
All inclusive.
all-inclusive tuition fee rather than exemption from the tuition fee.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, that's a very important correction. So yeah, this keep that in mind, guys. I'm sorry about that one. Again, it's not a terribly high tuition fee as well because it's Italy, but still, let's keep that in mind. So yeah, that's the hang on. That's the excellent scholarships at University of Milan. If you have any questions about that one or about any other scholarship, feel free to ask them in our chat, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Otherwise, I will move on to our fifth and the last scholarship today. All right, let's do that one. Okay, so this is Graduate Global Leader Scholarship at Korea University. It's full funding. There are no specific nationalities or subjects. It's for master's and PhD students. It covers 100% of tuition fees and entrance fee, support for living expenses for 4 months of the semester. So that's the scholarship. It's in Korea University. If you want to learn more, you can just click here and see the school. There are 4 scholarships. There are 37,000 students here. And if you want to see the university, you can just do that. Here it's in Korea, Seoul, and you can see the campus here. I kind of like the architecture too. So yeah, I believe it's a research university. So if you want to study in Korea, this might be a good option. And as you can see, you can get more information here. You can just click here to go the applications page of admissions page of the university, uh, which takes a little time to. Yeah, as you can see here, we have different programs. If you're interested in one, you can just click on them to get more information. We have deadlines. We have the tuition fees, which is for bachelors, it's about 6,000, which is and for like masters, on average, about 7,000 United States dollars. So keep that in mind. And we have other scholarships here as well. But this is Graduate Global Leader Scholarship, which is full funding. You can just hang on. There are specific eligibility criteria for this one. As you can see, we have GPAs, we have like a lot of things here. You can see this in detail if you're interested in our page, which I will share the link in a second. But then you can just click here to go to the scholarship page of the university. Which you can see we have type A, type B, type C, which is why here we have different like qualifications, eligibility criteria. And you can see for each one, this is requirements for each type A, type B, and type C. And then we have benefits. Now, as you can see, for type A, it covers not only 100% of entrance fee, but also living support fee. And then we have other information here as well. So, like, if you hang on, yeah, right. So you can analyze, you can see the information about requirements and the benefits here. But at least it covers 60% of your tuition fee, which hang on, I lost the university page. Tuition fee is about 7,000 United States dollars on average, but it can get up to around 12,000 United States dollars. So it covers at least 60% of that, and at most the entire tuition fee. And then you have a living support fee for 4 months. And you can see the amount here. It's 500,000 Korean wons per month, which should be I'm not sure. Um, Maybe about $300-400. That's sort of, you can just I'm gonna check that in a second. So Eamon, do you have anything you want to add about this one?
Um, First of all, I wanna go back to the scholarship in Milan. I think that well, I kept reading about all-inclusive tuition fees, and apparently all-inclusive also includes tuition fees. So I switched that to full tuition because all-inclusive tuition fees just means that there are no surprises later. Basically, some scholarships cover the tuition fee, and then the students go there, and then they don't expect all the additional charges for books, supplies, using laboratories, so they have to pay for those. But these specify that there's nothing this scholarship doesn't cover. It covers everything that is um linked to education or to studying at the university. So any facilities, any books, they're all covered by the scholarship. So I wanted to correct this point in order not to just spread misinformation. As far as this scholarship is concerned, the one thing I find interesting is that the living stipend only covers 4 of the 6 months every semester. So for 2 months, you're on your own and you have to get the funding yourself to live for those 2 months. So they cover only 4 months each semester. I uh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. So for students who just don't go home during the vacation and stay in Korea, they would need a job on top of the scholarship they receive. Thank you for having me.